Welcome to the guys.
So then Steven's coworker found out that he fell asleep with a finger in his butt.
Welcome to the guys review.
It's a
where
great
we
story.
review media, products, and experiences.
I was there. I saw it.
No, you didn't, because it never happened.
Two people say it did.
Like I said, man goes to sleep with an itchy butt. He wakes up with a stinky finger.
Yeah. That's what happened with you, right?
I guess so. I learned the trick from you, though. So, my name is Steven. I'm one of your four co-hosts. Together with me is Chris, Trey, and Tucker. Say hello, fellas.
Hello.
I like how I point to you.
Yeah.
How's it going?
If I put my finger up my butt, you would totally have like a Hitler stash, though. Like you'd just be getting like brown stuff, like
No.
on the upper lip.
Stop.
You don't have to worry about corn.
I don't want a dirty Sanchez. I do like corn, though.
You don't have to
Would it
worry
be a
about
dirty
that.
Sanchez in this case or a dirty Hitler?
I don't know if you want second harvest corn though.
It's never good the second time around.
not like the first time for sure.
Oh,
Because
man.
it's mixed with peanuts.
So, so today we're going to be reviewing the Letterkenny live tour that we went to this past week, and we'll talk a little bit about the Fox Theater and everything that goes into that and what the show was like. Before we get into that, let's tell a little bit about our weeks. Christian will start. It'll go Chris, me, Trey, Tucker.
I went to the Letterkenny live this week.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
What was that like, Chris?
Oh, it was
I guess we're
pretty
going to find out here in about
interesting and
15
all.
minutes.
No, I'll just tell it all right now and be done with it.
So it
I can
started.
wrap it up in 5 minutes.
It was a show.
was a
They were
show.
on- It was a
People were
show.
there.
They were on it.
Ha ha ha.
We
Good
laughed.
night. Done.
All right.
Yeah.
We laughed, we cried, we got in our feelings, we came home.
All right, thanks for everyone listening. This has been another episode of The Guys Review. Just kidding. You're not that lucky.
No.
All right, Trey, what'd you up to?
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's really riveting.
This is a wide open episode here.
Well,
Everyone needs to like take about 20% off of there.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and give Tucker his gift now because I don't
Okay.
want to sit with my hand behind my back. Here you go, buddy. It is a bald man's comb. You can comb the sides of his head, but not the top.
I like the back of it. You're not
What-
getting better. You're just getting older.
We'll have to take a picture of it and put it on our Instagram.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
It'll help you comb your hair.
I still have hair on top.
What
so
you have
Clear
left?
hair though. Clear hair.
I still have hair on top, so.
Is that what you
I
call
don't know.
that? Homer?
You're going to need this before I do, buddy, because you got that big ass bald patch in the back.
Don't have a bald spot.
It's-
Whatever makes you feel better. It's fine. It's fine. If it makes you feel better, that's fine.
It's on its way.
Trey, that's a good gift.
Yes,
That
I
is-
was in like a costume
that is
store,
hilarious.
and like I
Look
saw
at how
that
selfless Trey is.
Yes, he spent all of $1.
I was like 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, $4 whole dollars.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't judge the gift.
Man,
Just be
that's what I'm
thankful.
saying, man. Don't look a gift horse in the face.
You're going to need that.
One of these days.
Well, yeah, I mean,
In the face, in
couple
the
days.
mouth. I don't know. What's the
Whatever.
old saying? Like,
Don't look a gift
So-
horse in the mouth.
yeah, but like, what the fuck's a gift horse?
And why were you looking in its mouth?
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Anything else to add to your week?
Nah, probably not.
All right. My week was pretty solid too. Obviously, Letterkenny Live Wednesday made a very, very tired Thursday and Friday. And then Friday night,
Let's hold off.
You wanna hold
Let's
off?
hold off until after we do the Letterkenny review.
Seriously?
Be a surprise. Be a surprise.
all right.
Is it a surprise? I think y'all told everybody last week.
Did we mention
Did
last
we?
week? I don't know.
Probably.
I think you told them you were going to midget wrestling.
God damn you.
Micro
Oh,
wrestling.
y'all went to midget wrestling?
Yeah.
Last night, yes.
And it's
I
not
don't
micro
think they
wrestling.
call it micro.
No,
They did.
No,
they did there. They
That
did
was
there. The poster.
It
The
was
poster.
called Micro Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, the poster actually says the word midget on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't feel comfortable really saying it, but there they called it micro wrestling
Why do you have an issue with calling it midget wrestling?
because
Yeah.
that's derogatory.
Culturally insensitive.
They have a restaurant in South Carolina called Midgets.
There was one guy there who
No, but-
had a shirt on that said "World's Biggest Midget."
Wait, no,
Oh, was that the meatball guy?
That was Meatball.
Yeah.
the Jackass group was like in Colombia, and they heard about that place. So
Really?
they went to it and they had Wee Man with them,
Nice.
and so they went in there and made sure they took a picture with Wee Man out in front of midgets.
Oh, we got a picture taken with the midget wrestlers last night.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I didn't show that to you,
It's
did I?
actually pretty
Like
good
a lot
food
of them
there.
are probably like pretty cool.
They were really. They honestly
seem to be.
They seem to be
Yeah.
pretty nice. And
Like any little person I've ever known in my life, like has been pretty cool.
all right, hold on. Again, I'll put this on our Instagram as well. You see that?
That's pretty fun.
And the guy who I let one of the guys do a chokehold on me, and he was like, That guy was legit. Like, he was actually a really, really good wrestler. But this guy here on the end, he's like the tiniest one.
Yeah, like
No, Tucker looked it up.
No, he is the
Because when he got in the ring,
micro world championship wrestling champion, or heavyweight champion, heavyweight.
quote unquote heavyweight.
But
when he got in the ring, everyone had their time to do their little speech, and he went off about how he had Hulk Hogan give him his, championship belt.
That's actually a true story.
can you verify it?
Yes,
He did.
I did last night.
He did last night.
How did you verify it?
Because Hulk Hogan has a show about micro wrestling, and this guy was his name
Hulk
was Blix.
Hogan has a show
Hulk Hogan
about
has,
micro wrestling.
yes, he
Yes.
does.
Yeah, that's a thing.
No, all right. Here's the thing. Y'all call it micro wrestling. It's the Micro Championship Wrestling because that is the brand.
Mm-hmm.
That is their organization. But it's still midget wrestling.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, I mean, like, seriously, that's the brand. Just like, like it used to be like
I
World
know.
Championship Wrestling.
Yeah. World Wrestling Federation had to change what is it? It's just
Yeah, the World Wildlife Federation.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is there may be like a midget's like actual championship.
Yeah, I'm sure.
point is, it was awesome. Honestly, I was really nervous about how much, what was going to happen or how much fun it was going to be, but it was a lot of fun. It's fake wrestling. I mean, we all know it's fake.
Oh yeah.
And some of it was worse than others, but some of it was really good. I mean, it was just fun. I don't know.
Wait, wrestling's fake?
I mean, some of it is, Chris.
Professional wrestling is fake.
What?
Yeah.
He's going to cry.
I know, it ruined my whole childhood.
Hey,
You mean the Ultimate Warrior didn't fly through the air and do those things and hurt people?
Tucker ruined my childhood.
I used to love watching wrestling though.
The first match, like they got out of the ring. They ended up like right by us. Like they were like throwing each other in the walls and stuff.
Yeah,
And
one of the moves was he took a bar stool, flipped it over, and like pad side down rammed on the guy's
Yeah, I know, I saw that. You posted it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Kinda
I guess
wiggled
his
it.
finishing move was to just wiggle the chair
it back and forth. And the guys on the ground just going, "Ah!" It's like, God. They ran by us at one, like during the Royal Rumble at the very end. They like two of them, one chased the other like down around us, and I filmed them running by us. Just these two little guys just running by us.
And I really wanted them to, at some point during this thing, and nobody did, to play the little Benny Hill song, or whatever it is.
That's
it.
So, all right, little trivia. Do y'all know who the most celebrated midget wrestler of all time is? And he's Canadian, by the way. So I feel like it.
Al?
Well, no.
Oh, okay. Thought that's where you're going with this.
No, it's a real.
No, I have no idea.
His name was Sky Low.
Sky Low.
Never heard of him.
I like it. I like that name.
Did he
That's
play?
all right.
Did he like World Wrestling, WWF?
Like he did like the territory stuff, and I think he might have gotten in with somebody like slightly bigger, but not like WWF.
No, they did that one time.
I
You
feel like I
remember
saw that. I feel like
They
I
had
remember
like
that.
a mini cane and all that.
Yes, I do
that
remember
was
that.
great.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my week, and mini wrestling last night was a lot of fun. Oh, and then we made a mistake, and this is going to be very in ballpark for everyone, but for those who do know, we ended up going to Fat Daddy's afterwards last night.
I
And
want to
that
say
was-
I was wholly against that the entire time.
Yeah, it was rough. Like that's the first time I've been there in a long time. It is a dive bar.
Yeah, he did wrestle in
Good
WWE.
God.
Nice.
Actually, it's a private club now because you have to have a membership.
It is a super dive bar in Auburn. I mean, it's just it's the only place
Where?
in Auburn. Fat Daddy's.
Okay, yeah.
You can smoke inside there because it's a private club.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, dude, we walked out of there. I mean, I smelled terrible. It was, and the thing is, the last time I remember going to Fat Daddy's, like I remember people being like our age ish. No, it's all college kids, and I was like, I felt like I was surrounded by a sea of toddlers, and they're singing, they're doing karaoke, and like at one point they did Slim Shady, I'm Slim Shady, and I'm sitting there, and it's these 21, I'd assume year old girls doing it. And I'm like, that song is older than you are. Shut up, sit down, and go change your diapers. Oh God, I felt like I was babysitting.
Probably fair.
Just getting old.
Yeah.
Tucker, how was your week?
Like you, a lot of the same. Worked, went to Letterkenny Live, went to midget wrestling last night, which was fucking hilarious. I guess big thing for me is it's Masters Week, so I've been watching golf since Thursday.
Been taking a nap.
How did that hypothetical wager on Tiger Woods go for you?
I'm just saying, $100 paid out $10,000. It would have been.
Yeah.
That's worth the investment.
I kept telling him not to do it.
I
And
didn't
then
do
he's,
it.
He's like, but Tiger's doing this. Tiger looked like this. He's like, well, then go put your money on him. Go ahead and.
Well, you're going to bet $10,000 or $100 that Tiger would win to win 10,000
Yeah, it's not a bad. That's a hell of a return on investment.
if it happens.
if it happens. Yeah.
Well, yes, but he's now, I don't know, like 14 strokes behind the leader
Ooh,
Yeah.
going into Sunday.
that's pretty rough.
Yeah, you're not overcoming that.
Anything else to add?
Nah.
All right, moving on. Fan mail. All right, y'all need to calm down. We got one from Marcus. Another would you rather. This is what he sent me. Well, hello, cum buckets. Guess you missed my fucked up things just to get started. Fuck you, Trey.
Wow.
Yep.
Really?
That's what he wrote.
Kiss your mother with that mouth?
Probably not. Tucker, jujitsu is just an acronym for groping other men. Steven, I know it's not always being 3 foot tall to have a massive 2-inch dick, but hey.
What?
Why did he leave Chris out of this? That's where he ended it.
Because if he picks on Chris, it's elder abuse.
It's fair.
Now he's going to because you assholes had to say something.
He better. Steven, I know it's not always being easy being 3 foot tall, but to have a 2-inch dick, but hey, massive 2-inch dick.
I do want to say this just because your wife's going to kill me, but whatever. We did have some fun at Ashley's expense last night.
Oh, God.
I said she was going to be the Vince McMahon of midget wrestling and be the MC. And then her wrestling name, and Courtney came up with this, and it was great. Do you remember what it was?
I vaguely remember.
Spicy Chihuahua.
Spicy Chihuahua. And I think I said she would just get in a ring and just shake.
That's her finishing move.
That's her finishing move. She's just shaking people like an angry Chihuahua. All right, here we go. Would you rather your drinks had the texture of porridge or only be able to drink urine? Porridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely porridge. Yeah. Would you rather only eat chalk or constantly vomit fur balls?
Chalk.
Chalk.
Yeah.
I'll wash it down with my porridge milk.
It's like eating Smarties. I can get down on that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Would you rather constantly mimic another's accent or only communicate through interpretive dance?
Oh, interpretive dance.
Accent.
I would do the interpretive
Yeah, I
dance.
wouldn't on dance. That'd be fun. It'd be dumb, but it'd be
I
fun.
did that one day at work.
Of course you did.
I did.
Come on, Ducky.
Oh, no.
Ducky. Come on, Ducky.
I did that one day. I was like, I did it till
I love how Taylor gets so mad at the waitresses calling him Ducky, thinking that they're flirting with him. That's a real thing.
I didn't know that you were called Ducky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my nickname.
A lot of them apparently don't even know his real
Did
name.
you come up with Ducky?
Don't worry about that. I didn't come. That's nicknames. You don't come up with your nickname.
Yeah,
You don't do
Okay,
that.
well, how the fuck did your coworkers come up with Ducky?
Huh?
He said he already told you. Don't worry about
Don't worry about it. But you're right though. Like, there's a lot of them that have no clue what my real name is. I just think
That's
that's
a
my
win-win,
name.
really.
I actually had them convinced that my name was Reginald and my last name was Ducky. There's several of them that think my real name is Reginald and that just go by my last name Ducky.
Oh man,
Well, he's not working with some Rhodes scholars, but you know.
it's hard waiting tables.
No, but it's easy to do when you get like somebody like my friend Justin who was working there. When you get him to get behind you and he's like, yeah, you know, of
course he
just
is,
agreeing. Yeah, but they'll just like later on be like, Reginald, I mean Ducky.
All right, here you go. Would you rather eat everything you see or lick everything you see? I mean,
I'd rather probably lick it then.
because
you can't eat a fucking doorknob.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot of licking though too. It's a lot of eating.
I mean, yeah,
literally
you got to
everything.
do with the licking there.
I agree, licking.
Sure.
Let's see. Here we
They
go.
both sound terrible.
Oh God. Okay. Oh. Would you rather make out with animals, only make out with animals, or only have sex with a corpse?
What the fuck?
But you only got
I
to make
think
out
there's
with the animal,
crimes
right?
against both of those now. I think both of those are crimes in Alabama.
Hold on, wait.
They
this
get real
is some
bored.
deep. This is some deep thinking. Wait a minute.
No, it's really not. They're both fucking disgusting.
I'm going to go with animals so I can still run for coroner. I can't change that and then let you still run on my platform.
Wait. So it's only
He's
having.
staying loyal to that
Hold on.
platform and his base.
That's right.
Wait, hold on. It's dead corpse, right? Sleep with a dead corpse or
Make out with animals or have sex with a corpse.
Okay, do you...
Hang on. Does it have to be a human corpse?
It doesn't say. It just
doesn't
says
say.
corpse.
Do you get to have a curling iron
Do
with
you
you?
think fucking a dead animal
Jesus
corpse is going to
Christ.
help your
Fuck,
chances of
dude.
corner?
Did you hear this question?
No.
Do you get to have a curling iron with you? Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck?
When you pull it out, you got 5 minutes, right?
Yes. What?
It's
On
still
this
warm.
question.
Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, let's just go on to the next one.
Moving on.
All right, here we go. Last one. Would you rather be completely sober your whole life or show up to your kid's graduation completely pissed?
Sober.
Ooh,
That's a tough one.
that is a tough one, man.
I could go through sober. Like,
Your whole
It'd be
life?
boring as shit.
I mean, like, I'm not a big drinker as it is. Like, you've never seen me, like,
but you wouldn't go
sloshed.
to your kid's graduation just totally...
No, but I don't get sloshed as it is. Like, so
I don't really
Sure,
either.
you don't. Now, Ashley, on the other hand,
Yeah, my wife got hammered last night, by the way.
she drank a Bud Light. She was so drunk.
She had a large daiquiri at dinner. We go to this place, and it took so long to get drinks. Yeah, a friend of ours, Jake, was with us, and his mom bought everyone a round of Bud Lights and actually drank it.
I don't think she actually bought that.
Really?
I was standing up there trying to get drinks. Those bartenders called some random person's name, and she was like, "Oh, that's me."
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Fuck it.
All right, whatever.
It works.
It was a Mexican restaurant, right?
No, this
No.
was
This is
men's wrestling.
at the wrestling place.
Oh, man, that place is like one step away from being condemned.
I don't know. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Where'd they have it at?
the old pockets.
Where Pockets used to be.
Yeah, that place is one step away from being
He's
condemned.
probably not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, didn't they shut down Pockets because, like, of a fucking gas leak or some shit? Like, it was like something, like,
I thought
major.
because no one ever went there.
Yeah, I thought they just couldn't make the rent.
No, the city fucking shut it down for a minute.
I figured it was probably a shooting or something.
No, that would have been last night. But they were actually wanding people at the door.
They didn't catch my knife though. But I mean, I guess I'm not worried about a stabbing. All right.
Well, I could tell you what I really think, but you
No, it's not. Yeah, I'll just take it out. If you if you have an email you want to send in to us, please do so at theguysreviewpod@gmail.com. I will read it poorly. Or if you want to make fun of us in real time, you can join our Twitter DM group. Just like the tweet at the top of our page, and we'll throw you in there. The Twitter handle is at @the_guysreview. Moving on. These kids are loud. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so this week we went and saw the Letterkenny live show at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little bit of history about the Fox Theater, and then we'll move into the Letterkenny live, and y'all just kind of jump in wherever you see fit. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Thanks. I really appreciate all the interaction and energy y'all are putting into this episode.
Let's rock on!
That's what I wanted to hear.
I think nobody's going to give a shit about the Fox Theater's history.
It's pretty interesting, though.
But is it, though?
It is to me. So someone might find it interesting.
Yeah, that one person's talking into the mic.
Yep.
The other 6 people that listen.
I'm kind of interested because I mean, it was a cool theater.
It is a really cool theater.
We had a lot of time to kill before the show, so we kind of looked over this before.
Yeah, we did. So the 4,665-seat theater was built in 1929 as part of a large Shriners Temple that was ultimately developed into a lavish movie theater. The principal architect of the project was Oliver Venor of the firm Mayer, Alger, and Venor. The design is supposed to...
I'm going to assume none of these people are still alive.
No. If it was built in 1929, I don't think so. The design is supposed to replicate an Arabian courtyard, complete with 96 flickering lights and clouds that move across the ceiling. There is an Egyptian ballroom that is designed after a temple of Ramses II at Karnak, while the mezzanine ladies' lounge features a replica of the throne chair of King Tut and makeup tables that feature tiny sphinxes.
So it's like the Disney World.
Tiny
of
sphincters.
movie theaters.
Yes,
Or
tiny
not movie
sphincters.
theaters, but theaters.
Usually they're sitting on toilets.
Fair enough.
Yep. Yeah, this is big back in the 20s and 30s. It's kind of like the Egyptian craze and all that. This is where this came out of. Plus the Shriners. So heavy Arabic Islamic themes. The theater.
I just said Egyptian, but yeah, that's fine.
Well, I mean that's what it is, though. The theater opened on December 25th, 1929, just 2 months after the stock market crash. Originally built for the Shriners, when their project went over budget, they leased the building to William Fox, who was a movie mogul who was building theaters around the country at the time. The theater then closed in December of 1932, only 125 weeks after it was opened, due to the Shriners defaulting on the mortgage and Mr. Fox going bankrupt. It was purchased by Paramount Pictures and Lucas and Jenkins, a Georgia company that owned 100 theaters. In the 1940s, the Fox...
You know what? I was wrong. I don't care about this. I'm fucking with you. Keep
Thanks
going.
so much. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah,
I'm not. This is awful.
Watch the Masters then. Shut up.
I'm watching the
Masters
fights.
are reverse the fights now.
And this is still bad. I'm looking at how
In the 1940s, the Fox became one of the most popular locations with the Egyptian Room, drawing big bands and country western swing bands of the era. It was notable for being the only club in Atlanta at the time that would allow both black and white patrons, though they were still segregated with a
Would they allow Jews?
I would imagine so.
Okay, so you weren't there.
Oh, Jew.
What are you doing?
Though it was still segregated, there was a separate entrance that still remains today at the back of the theater for historical purposes. The Fox would fully integrate back in 1962.
So what's the historical purposes?
To, I guess show people this is how they used to do it when it was not integrated during
Oh.
segregation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They don't use that entrance anymore though.
Really?
No one's allowed in the back door, just like your wife. Fair?
We do butt stuff Saturday.
Doesn't everyone though? Saturdays are for butt stuff, and Sundays are for picking stones. Anyone? Mm-mm. You hadn't seen the Letterkenny episode. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, in the 70s, there was a decline in theater attendance, and it was almost sold to AT&T with plans to tear it down and put a parking deck in its place, but was ultimately subverted by a group and placed on the National Register of Historic Places in May of 1974. Celebrities that assisted in saving the Fox include Liberace and Leonard Skinner, who recorded their first live album there, debuting guitarist Ed King's replacement, Steve Gaines, to the world. Right?
Liberace and Leonard Skinner are two people I never thought would get together on anything.
Right? Especially to save the Fox Theater. So,
I mean,
right?
Okay.
Surprising. Thank you.
Back door's open if Liberace's around.
That's for damn sure. They were definitely letting him use that back door. The U.S. Department of Interior subsequently named the
or
Fox...
did he let them use his back door?
I don't know how that worked. They subsequently named the Fox a National Historic Landmark on May 26, 1976, citing its architectural uniqueness. Currently, the Fox is the only remaining movie palace in Atlanta, being run by the nonprofit group Atlanta Landmarks Incorporated. An estimated 750,000 people visit the Fox Theater every year. The venue was the site of Prince's final performance, held 1 week before his death on April 21st, 2016.
750,000 people inside that every year, just like your mom.
Oh.
No? I mean, come on.
No, because she can't have a body count that big. That would be too obvious.
I'm bringing the heat today.
Jesus. Notable acts who have played at the
Like
Fox
Chris
Theater.
the curling iron.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Hey,
What?
do you know how your mom's like the Octomom? Both of them have had 80 fingers inside of them. You're welcome.
That is fucking terrible. That is just. Okay, notable acts who have played the Fox are Elvis, Bruce Springsteen, Bob Marley, Pearl Jam, the Allman Brothers, Ray Charles, James Brown, and the B-52s. There's a bunch more, but those are just some of the notable ones. And a fun bit of trivia, last little bit. When the Shriners built the theater, they built a 3,640 square foot office space in the theater that was converted to an apartment that a man named Joe Patton, who was the technical director for the Fox from 1974 to 2004, occupied with a rent-free lease for life.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Patton then died in 2016. Since then, the space has been unoccupied, but the cool thing is there is a passageway from the bedroom of that apartment to a former spotlight platform at the top of the auditorium. And he's credited with saving the Fox Theater. There was a fire there in, I forgot what year it was now. I didn't write this down. I wasn't going to originally say this. But anyways, because he was living there, he was able to call the fire department and save the theater. So, and before we finish up with the Fox Theater, a special thanks to Megan George and Allie Grubb. They're marketing people at the Fox. They were the ones who I was emailing about the tickets, and they hooked us up with some tickets, and I really appreciate that. And thanks for putting up with me annoying you for several months.
Even though they
so-
didn't give us the good tickets?
Shout out. Well, they kind of gave two of them.
They gave two of them.
Oh, I mean,
And we snuck down there at the intermission.
Yeah,
we did, but I mean, like, I'll be honest with you. I wish I had just sort of stayed in the back
Why?
because there was some annoying college kid like right behind me who
Oh, really?
would not shut the fuck up.
When you moved down?
Yeah, Because we were on the back row, like there was
there's no one behind
us
you. Yeah,
earlier.
How we were talking about that.
yeah. We were wondering if y'all would like it or not, but at least you didn't have anyone behind you back there.
Yeah, like that kid was.
Plus,
awesome.
you don't have to deal with the echo.
Like
Yeah.
I honestly
wasn't
thought
bad,
about
but still.
standing up, turning around, like punching the kid in the face.
All right, so I wanted to ask y'all, what were your thoughts and impressions?
Tucker had a
of-
gun, so I feel like I could fight somebody and like
It's
get
fair.
away with it.
Yeah, you'd probably be okay. What were your thoughts and impressions of the
Bust out the
Fox,
badge, be like, I'm taking him out.
I thought it was pretty cool
the
looking.
Fox Theater itself?
So the theater itself, I thought the architecture was cool. And you walk in there, it feels like you're in a courtyard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you look up, it's got like a
Sky.
bluish purple sky with
Yep.
little twinkling stars, and it feels like a castle courtyard. I thought it was awesome.
It had all the pillars on it and all that. It was pretty cool.
And then when you move down to the front, like couldn't see some of this before the intermission, but when we moved down to the front, I'm looking around going,
Yeah, because y'all were under the overhang.
yes,
Yeah,
So I liked that venue. I want to go back.
I do too.
The one thing I hated about it was parking was fucking $40.
Yeah, parking sucked. That was terrible.
Or getting to your truck.
Yeah,
Because like they had part of it like blocked off. Like you couldn't go up like the stairs like right away.
yeah, that's true. We
Wait.
weren't waiting for the elevator because it was,
Yeah, no, it was a ridiculous. I ended up going up like y'all did. I
Yeah.
walked up the ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a gorgeous. It's a gorgeous theater. It's incredible. I mean, you walk in, it just screams like the 1920s, 1930s. It's just you expect to see people in flapper dresses or Jack Nicholson sitting at the bar, from The Shining.
Oh yeah. So one of the things that
But the best. Let me just say this real fast. The best though, we went to take a piss actually, and like never. It's
Together?
old. Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
y'all cross the streams.
Yes.
No, you don't cross the streams. Come
Wait,
on.
what?
It's crossing the stream save the world.
That's fair too. But no, when you leave, the sinks are two separate faucets. It's not. They don't even have the integrated faucets, which is like.
Oh, you washed your hands after that? I didn't.
So this place is just all against integration, huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
This place is all against integration, huh?
It had a black and white tile floor.
Fair enough.
Good to go.
Can you only step on the white tiles?
Did you? Oh,
I'm just asking. Inquiring
dude,
minds want to know.
that's
Wow.
towing up a very, very, very.
If he had like a little bit of
that's
OCD or
towing a
something
line.
to him,
No,
where it
I
was
mean,
just
like, I swear to
always
God,
step
like
on the white tile.
No, I just
when
walked.
I'm walking, like
I just
I
walked.
will literally just step on like one or the other.
No, I just walked. I'm not that weird.
Oh man! So like when you go to the mall, do you like go to angle? Because I noticed that about their tiles in there. They're different.
Usually, I'm,
Checkerboard pattern.
Yeah.
Like if
So it's like, do you go?
happening, like, I'm
Abby,
very
I know
careful.
my daughter tries to stay in a pattern.
We need to change this subject. This is going to get
See,
bad.
so it's
What-
not the
what
only
about
one, man. I
OCD
pay
stuff?
attention to that a little bit too, man. I watch out
So
for
would you
that.
visit again? You said you would go. I'd go again.
Yeah.
Depending on the show, I'd definitely go back.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back. It was a lot of fun. Just got to figure out better parking.
Well, that I think you need like better seat planning.
How do you mean?
Well, like if it's like a concert, I wouldn't worry about someone talking behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a comedy show.
But something like literally where you have to hear them, like, and all I can hear is like the person behind me, like it fucking sucks.
And I will say this, and it may be the venue because there was a little bit of an echo in there.
Yeah.
And then, like Trey said, annoying fuckers behind you talking. But whenever I watch Letterkenny, because they're so rapid paced with some of the stuff they say,
Yeah.
I watch it with the
Subtitles?
subtitles or the captioning on, so I can know what the fuck they're saying at times.
I don't like the subtitles because I find
Gets
myself
distracted.
reading. Yeah,
Yeah.
I find myself reading instead of watching the show.
That's why I can't watch no movies with subtitles.
And then
I can't either.
watching the show on Thursday or Wednesday, I followed everything, but there were times where it was kind of hard to keep up with it because I'm sitting there going, "The fuck did he just say?" And then
Yeah.
you're trying to process what they said, and then you miss what they're saying now, so you get lost.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, moving into Letterkenny Live. This is produced by New Metric Media. It stars Jared Kiso, Nathan Dales, K. Trevor Wilson, Michelle Milet, Mark Forward, Tyler Johnson, Dylan Playfair, Andrew Herr, and Evan Stern. I shouldn't say Tyler Johnson because while he's part of the cast, he unfortunately was not there Wednesday night.
Nope.
I took it that he was in the back, like just behind the stage. That's the way I took it.
Here's the thing: I don't think he'd be there, like just behind the curtains.
Yeah.
like,
I feel like-
he'd be like in the hotel or like,
Yeah, he'd be in the
I
hotel.
guess it depends where and when he got injured and what kind of injury it was.
Yeah,
He probably did a line of coke off a hooker's ass, and he got something from her, and it was hurt. So it probably had to pee a lot, and it hurt
Rips.
to pee. I'm gonna go with
Reps.
that.
Revelation! God, I wish Glenn would have been there. That would have been so much
That
better.
would have been great.
Oh,
We were talking
Glenn
about
was
that.
one of my
Well,
favorite ones.
it would have changed the sketch you saw then.
That's true. I mean, I love Squirrely Dan, don't get me wrong, but Glenn is just, he's on a whole nother level, man. They probably, I bet you, because there's a couple of shows they did where Squirrely Dan couldn't be there, so they brought Glenn in, and I'll bet you they did Rips, Reps, and Revelations as a skit.
Well, if the hockey players were there.
Well, they're there.
I'm just saying, like, part of the tour is, like, originally they didn't go.
No, yeah, like in 2018 when the tour, the original tour, but now I'm talking this year.
Okay, well, maybe, I don't know.
So,
because they didn't go in 2018. Let's see, Descendants was still coming out that time.
Yeah, no,
so I guarantee you, one of the hockey players couldn't make it because of that.
Yeah, so Letterkenny Live started back in 2018 with only Jared Keeso, Nathan Dales, K. Trevor Wilson, and Mark Ford. Those are the original 4.
Yeah, I'm saying that's probably why the hockey players didn't go.
Yeah, probably. He was probably still doing Descendants.
Yeah.
Michelle Milet joined in 2019. Johnson, Playfair, her, and Evan Stern joined in 2020.
So just like last year.
So yeah, last year was the first year they were all
2 years
together.
ago.
Well,
2022.
I'm gonna call it last year because they didn't tour last year.
Yeah,
the last year they toured.
Yeah, they started the 2020 tour, and then it got suspended in March of 2020. Yeah, they got suspended in March, and the dates were not announced to be rescheduled until July 19th of 2021. That they were rescheduling dates for 2022. So the 2020 tour became the 2022 tour.
Okay.
It is, of course, based on the show of the same name. The stage performance consists of some old, reworked, and new sketches with the cast, including a set of stand-up by Mark Ford and K. Trevor Wilson as themselves, not in costume. Which was funny because the reference that when Rold introduces them, he references that he may look like, Mark Ford may look like Coach or K. Trevor may look like Squirrely Dan, but he assures us they are 2 separate people. Which I do also wonder, Mark Ford had a pretty quick change. I mean, he's only in a hoodie and jeans, but it's weird to do that costume change in the middle of the
It was a big
He was probably
clothes.
wearing that underneath the tracksuit that he was wearing.
Fair.
He's lost a lot of weight.
He has lost a lot.
So he was probably wearing his old coach's suit and could probably wear it all underneath.
Yeah.
I think he's been getting into the rips. So the reps. And definitely no revelations.
If you'd seen the new season, he talks about, I've been going to the gym. You can probably tell. There's a whole thing. It's funny.
Yeah. Nah.
You should watch it.
I should.
Yeah. Okay, so Letterkenny, the TV show, debuted on Crave TV in February of 2015, which is based on the YouTube channel Keeso developed called Letterkenny Problems. It arrived in the U.S. in July of 2018 on Hulu, who now owns the executive distribution rights in the U.S. It has been nominated and won numerous Canadian Screen Awards, excuse me, including Best Comedy Series, Best Directing for Jacob Tierney, who directs all the episodes of Letterkenny, by the way. Best Lead Actor for Jared Keeso, even technical awards like Best Editing and Best Photography for the episode Sleepover from last season, from season 11. Or no, season 10. See? Yeah. All right, back to Letterkenny Live. So, I've got this, I wrote this little synopsis of how it kind of went. So, y'all just...
we'll try.
Jump in if you remember something. So, Mark Ford as coach welcomes everyone to the show and informs us that due to an injury, Tyler Johnston, who plays Stuart, will not be performing that night, which prompts a whole bunch of boos and, everyone upset
Isn't that
about
when you yelled, "It's fucking embarrassing"?
So when it finally quieted down, I go, "It's fucking embarrassing," and he goes, "It is fucking embarrassing." I was very proud of myself.
Oh, he was. He got super ecstatic.
I was thinking about this earlier today. How brave is it? Literally right after when he says, "Hey, when we're talking, y'all shut the fuck up."
He does that.
and then Steven's dumb enough to 30 seconds later, "Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing."
I think he meant in the aspect of
Just
bantering.
in the middle of a scene, if they're in the middle of 2 characters talking to each other, don't yell shit out in the middle of that. But he was addressing the crowd.
I think it was one of those things that he knows. It's my line.
I feel like
I appreciate you.
It.
He was probably I appreciate you saying that. I think. That's
you think I'm trying to justify it, or he's trying to justify it?
Yes,
I'm trying to justify it.
Yes,
I don't care.
He had a big smile on his face.
Thank you.
I think he liked it. I think it was kind of
I was too far away.
It was kind of
We
one of
couldn't see
those
that part.
yes, somebody knows my line.
'Cause,
Sweet.
Well, I mean that, and you're who's gonna know that some midget's up there yelling, "It's fucking embarrassing."
That's true. He probably couldn't see Steven because he was sitting too low in the
see him.
seat.
No,
Yeah,
I doubt he couldn't see
God
him.
damn it. I
Not
hate y'all
because
so
of
much.
that. Not because of that reason. Because he's got all the lights on him. That's what I'm trying to
he's
say.
probably thinking, "Oh wow, there's a little kid here." Yeah,
It was kind of high pitched when he yelled it out too.
Fucking embarrassing. What's Abby doing here? Okay, so Roald then comes on stage and addresses the crowd, being weird and funny, and the Hicks start to come on
and he
stage.
does his little breakdance thing too.
Yeah, he does do some breakdancing.
He is a great dancer.
He is an incredible, like, real life dancer.
Well, I mean,
and he's a big Twitch streamer too.
yeah,
apparently.
and doing that kind of dancing you're fairly athletic to do that kind of
yeah.
shit because
Again, have you seen the last? Have you seen the last season of Letterkenny?
Yeah.
So where he dances with that girl in that one scene.
yeah, like
episode?
the girl that does like the pop it and lock it shit.
Yeah. I think they're incorporating a lot more. He didn't used to dance as much, but has gotten back into it in the later seasons.
I will say this: going to Letterkenny Live made me, because I like Letterkenny. I'm not as, I guess, hardcore into it as you are, because you fucking ran with this shit. But it has made me want to go back and rewatch all the seasons.
Yeah,
because they're relatively short. I mean, you could knock out a season in a week easy.
You knock out a season in a day. I mean,
it's just so dialogue heavy though. Like if you're not in the right mindset for it, like
it's this fair.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it just doesn't do it.
No, it's fair. Yeah, I mean, I literally there was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 months there where I would literally binge Letterkenny, and then I was on this Canadian kick, and then I would binge this show called Still Standing, which was Johnny Harris, a Canadian comedian, and he would go to all these different towns, but it's very much still kind of in the vein of Letterkenny in that it was there are all these small towns.
Yeah.
And so it had like 4 or 5 episodes or 4 or 5 seasons. So I binged that, and then I just go back to Letterkenny. I just went literally back and forth for months on end. I don't remember what kind of got me out of it, but
Why don't we write a show and we'll just call it The Cast and like it's centered around like the podcast and like we can do our own little things.
how do you mean?
I feel like we could just write a sitcom.
I think we talked about this one day, didn't we? Talk about
We
we
talked
did-
about One Night Leaving here for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never written anything like that, but I'm.
Well, I mean, like, here's the thing: we can do it. Send it to someone who may know what could make it on television, and
I actually have a distant cousin that wrote. That was one of the writers for 2.5 Men.
Really?
It's distant. It's like 4th or 5th.
I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
we
like-
don't.
like
not like
if-
somebody here doesn't have a family member that has something to do with something in entertainment, right?
God, I just wish I knew who might have that connection.
Well, that's more reality TV based though,
I mean,
not sitcom based.
maybe someone who has an uncle who films stuff.
Pornos.
Yeah, your uncle, fuckface. Got him.
Nice. Well, we know Tucker's a fan of filming or recording things.
Being recorded.
It's good audio quality, Tucker.
Getting a little stiffy over there.
You remember this night, don't you? Ooh. I always love that move. I've actually tried to use that on Ashley before. She did not like it.
So, all right.
You just called your wife a whale.
No. I
calls
just,
No,
that-
you
he-
just called
no.
your wife a whale.
He called her an asshole the other day.
He did,
He
and he
did.
just called her a whale too.
no, I didn't call her a whale. I
Judge's
just
ruling?
used one of your
Judge's
moves.
ruling.
I'm gonna disallow that one, but he did call her an asshole. Like that is verified.
I don't think I actually called her an
No,
asshole.
you did.
Did.
You did.
Well, she was kind
I
of
said,
being
I
she
said
was,
3 people weren't an asshole, and you're like, no, the other 3 people weren't an asshole.
It's in a text group, and it's still on the text group.
in my defense, she was being an asshole that day.
Yeah. Well, like, all right. So you asked about like weeks earlier. Like, I had like a weird dream this week.
Oh God.
Yeah, and
Does it involve Letterkenny?
nope, but just weird fucking thing. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you actually know this person. You do jujitsu
shit.
with him.
Jiu-jitsu.
Person I grew up with. We've talked about
You-
knowing him together. Well, anyways, it was a weird dream. Like we were just hanging out in college, like which we did some.
Oh! Is this person?
And,
yeah.
and it was just a weird dream. Like his sister started giving him like a blowjob. It was like the weirdest
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
But, yeah, but she like shit her pants, and it was like the weirdest fucking thing.
What?
It was a dream. Like weird shit happens. I don't know but that was the extent of the dream.
No, that weird shit. No.
Yeah, that happened.
You know, the funny thing is, you can tell that story. Chris is not allowed to tell the stories because Taylor will get mad at him
Yeah.
that he dream cheated.
I didn't cheat. Like he got a blowjob from his sister. Like that was the dream.
Who got a blow? He got a blowjob from his sister?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Weird.
It's just the girls are outside.
No, that's,
Yeah.
It was just weird. I don't
That's, yeah. Now, I've had Ashley get mad at me for having a dream. She had a dream that I cheated on her, and she got mad at me. But anyways, all right, off topic.
because that's how it works.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Okay, so we get Squirrely Dan, who comes on stage first, followed by Katie, then Derry, and finally Wayne enters to a thunderous applause.
And then Rolled runs away.
And Roll runs away. Katie, by the way, in real life,
Just as hot as she is on
just
TV.
as hot as she is on the show.
It was weird. Her boobs looked bigger, but I know she was wearing like extra padded bra, like
How do you know that?
because her frame would not allow her to have such large breasts naturally.
Unless they were surgically augmented.
I don't think that's the case.
Enhanced.
I don't think that they have been enhanced to that point. I honestly think like it was just like a super padded bra as well.
Okay. I don't know why.
See, I hate those super padded bras because when you take it off and then there's nothing there, it's just like, fuck, you lied to me.
I don't think there's nothing there, but I don't
It's
think
false
like she was.
advertisement.
It's
quite
exactly
as well
what it
endowed.
is.
Well, she was still hot.
Well, it's like Tucker wearing a hat trying to pick up girls, like
Covering the bald spots.
yeah.
Anyway.
All right, they do some back and forth and crowd interaction with the how are you now? And the crowd yells back, good and you. Did y'all yell? Did y'all?
I didn't.
Yo.
You did?
We did.
I didn't.
You didn't? You didn't?
I didn't.
We
Well,
did.
Yeah, I did.
I did too.
Everybody on the back row except for Trey apparently yelled.
Yeah. Heather got mine. It's fine.
Heather had you?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Heather. It was good fun. They exit the stage and Riley and Jonesy come on to do a bit about they're talking hockey and they're referencing like the Atlanta Thrashers, the local hockey team. When we get Shorzy that starts chirping to them from the toilet as he did in the show, again integrating things from Atlanta about Coke and like hot chicken.
Yeah. Just pandering to the fucking crowd.
But it helps engage the crowd because
It really does.
You're talking about something that's relevant to them or to the people because they're from that area.
Do you need to fucking try and connect with the goddamn crowd? Everybody paid money to go see them because they like the fucking
Yeah, but
show.
it makes it feel more special, more personalized.
Yeah, it gives you that more intimate connection that
I get what he's saying. I mean, but you have to be a certain kind of person to entertain with that. I ain't gonna say.
I thought doing it with Shorzy was perfect. I mean, because it's not like, Wayne. Why would Wayne be talking about Atlanta? But Shorzy talking about it. Giving him shit. Literally, why he's taking a shit. It kind of makes sense. 'Cause
What he's saying is kind of like a cover band coming to Alabama and playing a song, and then they really suck bad. So then they decide, hey, I'm going to play some Leonard Skinner. Then all of a sudden they become the greatest band ever.
I just want to point out real quick. I am so happy that your daughters are over here tonight because they're outside with my dogs, getting them tired, so I don't have to do that later.
You're welcome.
Your dogs are gonna shit the bed because they're feeding them candy.
No, he's worried.
They
He's
better
like,
not-
are they?
Hey, seriously, no, they're not giving Piper treats, are they?
I don't know.
don't
We're
think
not
so.
up there.
Did you tell them not to? Probably
No,
not.
I didn't.
Oh,
She
no,
can't-
they're outside.
I know, but I don't want to do that when they come in.
They're
'cause-
literally chasing Bailey back and forth outside here.
great.
All right. So I get what he's saying, though.
So you think they were pandering. You don't like it.
I'm with it. I think it is some pandering. I picked up on that too. I didn't.
Here's the thing: we
I was
all
just like,
paid
it's
money.
just
Like
doing
people are dressed as the fucking characters. You don't have to fucking pander to them. Like
But again, I get your point, and I understand what you're
It's
saying.
drawing the audience
but
in.
I don't consider
what
it
it does.
pandering. I think they're creating that more personal connection with the audience to engage them more, and to show their appreciation of people spending their hard-earned money to fucking be there.
I don't think they
driving-
have.
driving
talking
2
shit
hours.
about the Falcons. I mean, like that is
Not
literally.
everyone likes the Falcons,
The Falcons suck.
Yeah, but in Atlanta,
Even people-
in Atlanta, everybody likes the fucking Falcons.
but it's funny.
But
to make
even
fun
the
of it.
people in Atlanta say the Falcons fucking suck because they do.
Yeah, but I mean, like they don't have to fucking like sit there and try and make it one of the butts of the joke to like try and fucking connect with the people.
Would you rather them say the Hawks?
I mean, I don't want them doing it at all. I don't need somebody to fucking pander to me.
I get what you're saying. They didn't need to get the crowd involved. The crowd was already involved from the
I
rip.
don't know. I like it. I felt it makes it a little more personable. Personal.
Crowd would have already been happy from the beginning just because it's fucking Shorzy talking shit to the fucking hockey players.
I agree. Which I'd also like to point out. So my wife went with us to this thing, and she has never even she's seen Letterkenny, but she's only seen what we've shown her, and like I'll be watching a walkthrough, and she's like, "This is dumb," never watched it. But she wanted to come when we ended up getting these 2 extra tickets. She's like, "Well, I want to go." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Because I just want to go." So afterwards, and not to skip over all this, but afterwards, I asked her. I said, "What was your favorite part?" She's like, "The guy when he was in the bathroom making fun of the hockey players. That was my favorite part." I was like, "You like Shorzy?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, out of all the parts I would have picked, I never would have thought it would have been Shorzy.
I don't know. That was great with the coach talking about that shit with Barb.
Oh yeah,
That was in the second half. That was the second half. We'll get there.
That was fucking awesome.
That was hilarious. And the thing is, it's weird. Like I remember having this feeling. It's like watching an episode of Letterkenny. Some of the skits they did were from the show, but like
There was some new stuff.
there was some new stuff. But it's just weird to see them live. Like when you watch it on TV, you're watching on a screen. And it's like they're not real people. They're in Canada, way far away. But like they're 50 feet from us. Like,
Well,
it's
they were
it's
like 200 feet from us.
well, they got to 50 feet after the intermission.
No, we got to 50 feet because we snuck down.
Well, whatever. But it's just I don't know. It's just like that.
Is it really sneaking when you just fucking walk up
Yeah,
there?
just walk. Just avoid the ushers.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so there were a couple more sketches with some crossover stuff, blah, blah, blah. Roll then introduces Mark Ford to do a set of stand-up.
Who looks like the coach, but is most definitely not coach.
Not the coach. His humor is very misdirectional because, like I think he walked out. He walked out on stage and he said something like, "Yes, thank you, I am very good," which I love. That's just
It was like, thanks for asking.
yeah, exactly. His set was funny, but honestly, I don't really remember many of the jokes.
Well, and honestly, I don't think we need to talk about
Yeah.
a lot of the stand-up because that would ruin it.
Steve.
He was funny.
He
And
mainly
conne-
focused on two.
Well, he did connect with Steven on a personal level because he did.
No, no.
Talking about writing a sitcom.
What are you doing?
Xavier McCutcheon.
See, that's my thing. I loved that song. If I could find it, I would totally download it.
So we'll talk about this one
I would buy
specifically. This is how he ended his set, and he started like he's a singing comic also. So he puts his guitar on and he comes up and he starts tuning it, and he's laughing to himself.
And the first thing out of his mouth is, "This is so fucking stupid."
This is so fucking stupid. I'm gonna do this joke, but I'm just telling you now. When I'm done with this joke, and you go, that is really fucking stupid. I've warned you.
He couldn't keep a straight face.
He
either
really
the whole
couldn't.
time. Like
So
he was just laughing.
He's cracking up at himself.
which is great in its own. When
Well,
you
yeah,
can
it's
laugh
fun- yeah.
at your own jokes.
Yeah, I think that personally makes it funnier for me. Like when a comic laughs at their own joke, or like when you have someone who breaks, like on Saturday Night Live,
yes.
that makes it that much funnier.
Oh, absolutely.
shows that they really enjoy it.
That's one of the reasons I like. This is in the second half, but I enjoyed seeing the bloopers reel
Oh yeah, I love bloopers.
because you watch the show and they're just so
Rapid fire. Yes.
You have to pay attention. You can't check a fucking text message on your phone because you're going to have to rewind and replay it because you missed something.
Yeah.
But for them to memorize all that shit and to do it and not fuck up on a stage
Yeah.
in front of a live audience
Yep.
was impressive.
Yeah.
So
Well, they did
They
break a little
almost, yeah, at the end
Nathan
there,
Dale's Dairy
Yeah.
broke there at the
He
end.
did the very end.
bit. I enjoyed
So
that.
does-
Oh, I
Really
loved
Dan.
it so much. That to me that was the highlight of the whole.
And then for them to be so professional to work through it.
Yeah.
Like they just skipped over the part, like, because I'm pretty sure they left the line out.
I'm sure they probably did.
Yeah.
I don't remember what caused him to break.
And it's still.
putting his finger in his face. When he
Yeah.
went down
Oh
there,
yeah,
put his finger
Coach.
right in their-
Coach put his finger in his face. That's right.
Yeah, it made him break, and then Squirrely Dan started laughing too. And then the sister,
Katie.
she was just sitting there
Michelle,
just.
Michelle Milet.
Yeah, seriously, she was just like staring away at Squirrely Dan. She was like,
No, I think she was staring through him because she didn't want to break too.
"Ah, you
If
might
I
be
remember
right."
correctly,
Trying to
I
stare
think
off in the
she's the
corner.
one who said something that kind of recovered.
Yeah,
I think
like somebody just jumped in and like
and
pushed
hit
through
the
it.
line, hit
Yeah.
the line. But anyways, back to Mark Ford and his stand up. So he ended up with this song, and it goes like this. It starts with 1, 2, 3. Xavier, you're supposed to go with me.
Xavier McCutcheons. Xavier, my friend. Come on.
I don't remember the fucking words.
Xavier McCutcheons, naming bears until the end. And it goes in this whole thing about this guy who just. He started.
Yeah,
he
he
started
sings
out.
a song. He
He
sings a song
sings a
about
song,
Xavier
and he talks about
McCutcheons.
he started out when he was
Naming bears.
18, naming bears. And we have this bear. We found it. It's white and it's in the Arctic. And he's like, "Wait, where did you find it? Was it in a polar region?
Polar bear.
Polar bear." And how he's just.
Yeah.
And then how this bear murdered a bunch of people, and it was a horrific murder scene. Grizzly.
And then he murdered kids. It murdered a bunch of
Yeah, murdered a
kids.
bunch of kids.
But then in his later life, he got really lazy about it.
Got drugs.
Brown.
But in between each one, Xavier McCutcheons, Xavier.
I'm not doing
my
it
friend.
twice.
Oh, it's so hilarious.
Yeah.
And then on his deathbed,
His last word.
so
It so
fucking
stupid.
stupid.
It is so stupid, but it was so. I was dying, man. I was dying.
I think that's probably one of those jokes where all the girls were sitting around like, "This is so stupid," and all the guys were like, "This is funny. That's some funny
hilarious. That's some
shit."
funny shit.
You know, every dad in the crowd was like, "I'm gonna remember this shit. This is my future joke."
Every dad's just humming out, mowing his lawn.
Dude, I literally
probably going to the office next day telling the same joke.
The next Thursday when I was at work downtime, I was on my phone trying to find that fucking song. And I know Trey was doing it on the drive home.
Were you really?
Yeah. I would have bought it.
Dude, seriously, DM Mark Ford and see if he has a recording of it.
Yeah,
Or if
that's
he'll just
true.
send me a picture of his butthole.
I mean, you could try for both. He might do both.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be his butthole singing Xavier McCutcheon's.
Oh my God. Like Ace Ventura
like a
style?
GIF, yeah, like a GIF style.
Yeah.
He's pretty extreme, absurdist, comic. So
Whose butthole do you want to see worse, his or Al's?
Oof.
I don't want to see Al's. I don't think Al's seen his own butthole in a while.
When was the last time you've seen your own butthole?
Oh, dude, like the other day.
Why?
Bent over in the mirror checking for a hemorrhoid.
To be fair, you asked for it. To be fair,
Jesus Christ, are you serious?
No.
How often do you actually look at your own asshole?
Like once every 3 months, just make sure it's there and nothing's happening.
did you say to make sure it's there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make
I think we've
sure.
lost Tucker.
I mean, I'm gonna be the one that is gonna have early detection. I'm gonna survive butt cancer. Like fuck you guys, not checking your butthole
Okay, all
regularly.
right. This may be a little TMI, but like when you wash your body, do you wash your butthole?
Oh fuck yeah, you got to.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
Like you touch it.
dude, you got to rub the soap on it, man. Like because you get shit stuck in your fur. Like fuck.
Oh God.
You remember you're asking for this every time you ask
know,
a
I
question.
know.
You're asking for
Yeah.
more.
I mean, do you want shit stuck to your ass? I don't. Like that's how you leave fucking extra skid marks in your underwear, man.
What are you doing?
Oh, you get those little
Oh, why are you breaking stuff?
you get those little catches, where
Are you going over there to fart?
Hey, or it gets those little catches where it catches a couple of hairs together.
Oh my god, dude, I fucking hate that. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
No, I just grab it and pull
Or
them out.
your poop cakes together or something.
No, just like my hairs are get tangled up, man. You
Yeah.
just gotta fucking yank them out. You're plucking your butt hairs
Plucking your
better.
butt hairs.
with your fingers.
Are you
so.
better now?
I'm better now.
He got mad and just knocked
Tucker
him.
had to take a walk. Xavier McCutcheon.
All right, so apparently I'm the one who checks their butthole. All right. good
No,
deal.
I mean I check. Well, I don't check it in the mirror. I mean I wash it obviously, but I'm not looking at my own butthole.
Dude, you need to. Like,
Why?
what happens if you could start getting a growth? You ain't gonna fucking know.
He falls asleep with his finger in his butt. He's gonna feel it.
Maybe not. Because if it happens, like it's sort of like getting fat. Like you don't just get fat overnight. Like it's a process, and you don't know it.
I'm
until
glad
you,
the expert is weighing in on
Yeah,
this.
you don't know it until you look in the mirror that one day. It's like, holy fuck, I'm fat. Like,
And I get that. Like I said,
It's a gradual
besides the hard
process.
thing, looking down, it's like, oh shit! Like I can't see as much of my dick as I used to.
Wait, you guys can see your dick?
Well, Trey apparently can't because it's propped up.
yeah, I mean, you got to pull the hairs apart, but yeah, you can get.
Trey's getting real formal. Do you do the comb over or do you do the split down the middle like the 90s style?
No, man, I leave it covered
I
up.
can
Like,
see him doing a flock of seagulls thing.
no, like I don't,
Curls.
no, I leave it covered up just in case you get scared. Like it's in like a little, it's in the safety of a nest.
Okay, little buddy. Get on back in there now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then every now and then, it's time for the mighty Kong to arise, and
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
And moving on.
All right. So after Mark Ford finishes his set and Xavier McCutcheon's, there's another Hicks skit with the coach telling the Hicks that the people want to see the classics. When they go see Bon Jovi, they want to
No,
see
it's Van Halen first.
Van Halen.
No,
Yeah.
Van Halen's last.
Are you sure?
Yep, 100%.
Okay.
His Bon Jovi first. Living on the Prairie.
And
That's
Van
right.
Halen.
Van Halen, not Van Hagar. I just want to point that out.
Van Halen's when they broke character.
That's true.
At the very end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
They started updating the crowd on what everyone else in Letterkenny is up to, giving the crowd a sneak peek of season 11, doing a cold open of one of the episodes, which we won't talk about because I don't want to ruin that until.
Yeah.
but instead we'll ruin the song for the guys going around doing a comedy tour right now.
What, Xavier McCutcheon's?
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
We
much.
have 14 people that listen to this.
And if
I got you. I just wouldn't have ruined his material.
whatever.
I respect the coach.
It's fucking embarrassing. All right, so we moved to an intermission.
Fucking peasants.
He didn't even say that once. Now I think
know.
about that. That's crazy.
I think he did. I think
Did he?
I
I didn't
think at one
catch
point he
it.
said pheasants.
Okay.
I think once.
During the intermission, that was the best part because everyone moved from their back row up to the our row with us and got to see the rest of the show at the very front, which were again great seats.
And there was a sneak peek to Shorzy at some point in there, and I don't
Yeah.
remember when it was.
I
but
don't
Around
know.
intermission.
Well, and
Right
we
before
could,
they broke up.
yeah, and that sneak peek for Shorzy is already it's out on the interwebs. You can watch it now. So
yeah, I am excited about that.
Shorzy is going to be good.
It's just weird though, like when you think about like all like the chirps he does, like with the hockey players.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to be there anymore in the coming up seasons.
And you get to see them.
Oh yeah, Shorzy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see
just
him.
like when you see like Jericho's face as Shorzy, like,
Yeah.
it's not.
I think it's
It doesn't
going
match
to
the
lose.
voice.
I think it's going to lose some of that effect.
Well, if you
I think it will.
listen to the watch the last season of Letterkenny, and Shorzy's voice changes.
Okay.
He brings it down to a more normal, not so high pitched range,
Maintainable level for
Yes.
him and the Shorzy
and
show.
then won't look so silly with him
Yeah.
being seen on camera.
Yeah.
I got you.
I did like that since the Shorzy trailer is out and you can always watch it.
Yeah.
The scene where Kizo's, I guess it's his future hockey teammates, Sir Shorzy,
We think so.
and they all smile and everyone else missing their front tooth.
Missing a tooth.
Yeah, but it's just the same guys on the hockey team though,
what do you mean on the hockey from
like
now?
from the other seasons.
No,
No, that was completely different.
totally new team.
No, there was the same fucking guys.
Are you sure? I don't think it was.
It's not the guys from the Eagles. The only one that's
Boomtown.
yeah, it's not those guys.
It's some of them.
No, it's not.
Want to bet?
We'll find out here
And
in a
the
second.
the only one that's returning is and you wouldn't know about him, Frankie JJ, which is from when they won their national championship thing.
Yeah,
But it looks like now
It
they're on,
looks like different guys. There you go.
does look like different guys. I know
Same thing. Still hockey players.
they all look the same as hockey
Yeah,
players.
one of them looked like barely passable for
It's all good, no worries.
American.
What are you looking at now?
Shot from the Masters.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, okay. Okay, so anyways, going into the second half, they continue giving humorous updates of other characters in Letterkenny, as well as showing the preview for Shorzy and the blooper reel for season 10, which was, again, I
That
wish.
blooper reel was the best part.
Oh my god, I love watching Jared Kiso break because he's so serious all the time as Wayne, and seeing him just not. There's that one. You haven't seen the episode, but they the prostate episode in season 10. Have y'all have all seen that? You've seen
Yeah,
that
where
one?
they're going to the doctor's office.
They go to the doctor's office. You haven't seen that one yet?
No.
It's in the
something
latest
happened.
season.
It's in the newest season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the scene where they kept showing Kiso breaking because Mark Ford was like putting his finger in his face,
Yeah.
and Kiso kept losing it, which I think is also part of the reason Mark Ford coach did that to Derry
At the end.
at the
Yeah.
end because I was feeling it because
The blooper reel. So that's the reason
yeah
why,
because Derry was in that scene, in the doctor's office in that episode. So I'm assuming Derry probably saw Kiso breaking all the time with Mark Ford putting his finger in his face, know. So probably just brought that back up. But yeah, all the bloopers are great. I eventually did they say they were going to release the bloopers like on YouTube or anything?
Probably will.
I'm sure they will
I
eventually.
don't think they said anything about it, but
It's probably one of those if you order like the DVDs, that they always come.
They're
Yeah.
DVDs.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they offer them on DVD.
Chris, they're kind of like laser discs.
Oh, yeah. The laser disc. Man, I remember having that.
What happened?
Mickey Gall
Back in old
got
days.
knocked the fuck out, just like straight dropped with that left hook.
After the bloopers, they introduced
He
K.
looks
Trevor
pissed.
Wilson, who may
who's
look
with
like
it?
Squirrely Dan, but is not Squirrely Dan.
I assure you.
And he did a set of stand up. His stand up is totally different from Mark Ford.
His was more observational comedy.
Yeah, it's observational and it's like long form, informal storytelling.
Well, here's the thing: like when he talked about like the wrestling part, like he's actually released that already.
Yeah,
Whereas, like the stories with his wife, I've never heard.
I hadn't.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what was it. What was that? I mean, just a brief.
The bit
The
about
wife, the towel.
The towel.
Oh, that's right, because he used to smoke.
Yeah.
And he said before, I've seen interviews where he said when he started, his whole thing was he used to come on stage with a beer and a cigarette. And so it's supposed to be like you're just having a conversation. His style is like having a conversation with a friend. So it's this informal storytelling kind of deal. But as his act has evolved and I guess he's gotten healthier, quit smoking, I guess he doesn't drink on stage anymore.
Oh,
either.
the bit about the wrestling was pretty funny, though.
So
That was
basically,
really funny.
he's a Canadian Ron White.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking and smoking on stage.
Yeah. but not Scotch or whatever Ron White drank. He would just drink beer.
But it was a conversation they had with the
Well,
audience.
it is. It's a
Ron
conversation.
Ron Wright would do that. You have like a conversation with the audience.
That's very fair. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But no, I liked it. I thought it was a nice change of pace too. You know,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I've seen his stand up before. His bit about Captain Crunch and all that.
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right, so then we get another skit of Riley and Jonesy being chirped by Shorzy, as well as Coach talking about.
No, that was more Coach. I mean, Shorzy was in there a little bit, but that
Right.
was more Coach being
Drunk.
wildly drunk and
Yeah.
wildly oversharing about his wife Barb.
his dead wife Barb.
Well, dead wife Barb.
Dead wife Barb. Yeah, talking about them having sex and
That's pretty funny.
her having to clean up everything.
The hot tub.
And the weird thing about that, dude, I'll say this. So I didn't say this earlier. One of my coworkers came with us, and I've hung out with Heather like twice ever outside of work, but never like we went and saw early on. I went and saw It Chapter 2 with some coworkers, Heather and two others. And then, besides like Christmas parties and stuff like that, that's a little more informal than business hours. But when he starts talking about having sex with Barb and just being graphically, grotesquely detailed about this, I mean, why would I have a conversation about sex with a coworker? Like it was very uncomfortable while she was next to me. But she was laughing.
Why
No,
wouldn't
she was
you?
cracking up. I know, right? Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, it's,
Because that's what you talk about in a real estate office. Man, I'm getting so fucked by this deal. Like literally like this. Straight hard in my ass. Need some more lube. No, I mean, But I mean she's an adult. She's an adult woman, so I mean obviously whatever, but it was a little uncomfortable for me. But I still enjoyed it. I don't care. It was fun. Of course, as you would say, Shorzy pandered a little bit, talking about chirping about the varsity and chili hot dogs.
that was hilarious too. Because if you've ever eaten at the Varsity,
Yeah,
I mean, that's fucking accurate.
yeah, it is true.
See, so my wife, I told that joke
And
to
I
my
actually like
wife.
the Varsity.
What was it? I don't remember the joke.
He said that Jonesy's mom down there smelled and tastes like Varsity's chili dogs. So I
mom's a saint.
I mentioned it to my wife, and she was like, "Oh, that must be nice because the Varsity chili dogs smell and taste really good." I was like, "I don't think it was supposed to be nice."
I don't think, that's not a compliment.
Here's the thing about the Varsity: it is shit food.
It is.
It is
Yeah,
shit food.
it is.
But A, it's a guilty pleasure, and B, it's good shit food. I don't really know how to put that.
No, it's
we
fair.
went there when we went to IKEA,
I know.
and it was good.
It's fair because we have a place like that in town too.
Miss Stories?
Yes.
Yes.
That's fair.
But it's so damn good.
It is good.
You better not be too far from a toilet, though.
No,
It's so good. You gotta get that and the milkshake.
and a milkshake,
Gotta get
chili
it, too.
dog and a milkshake. That's fair. That's fair.
Chili
It's-
cheese dog.
Yeah, it's a little inside baseball but I mean the people who know.
But the point is
Yeah.
that everybody probably has a place like that in town. You live in Montgomery, you got, was it Christopher's, I think it
Yeah.
is?
I was so excited when Mrs. Story Story's Dairy Bar started taking credit cards that it's just cash.
Yeah.
'Cause I never carry cash.
In Alexander City, there's this place. It's exactly like Miss
Sneaky
Stories.
Pete's.
No, Dairy Cream.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's right there on the old 280.
Yeah, old 280 CREEM. Now I always get the chicken fingers from there. They're incredible. They're huge, thick chicken fingers, and they make their own sauce there. Oh, it's. I used to when I worked at Russell. I called it Fat Kid Friday, and I would always order. I would do a call out order, and everyone from the office would order from that place. They deliver it. But even once I moved, I would just go there and get every Friday. I go get the chicken fingers. Like after I quit that job, I went back a couple of years later, and the woman was still there. She's like, "Where have you been?"
Yeah.
Sorry, I
But
moved to Kentucky.
I mean, you have places like that. I mean,
Yeah.
every small town has it. Like you said, Opelika, they have mall stories, and they used to have Papa Joe's Barbecue, which
Yeah.
was another one.
When,
like that.
we used to get Brunswick stew from Papa Joe's.
Oh,
It was
this barbecue
good.
sounds so good.
Yeah.
But, like I said, you go
You know
everywhere.
that at one point they said they were going to reopen that
Really?
So they used to
they
have.
wound up selling it to
after I got hit by that. Jewish
Yeah,
lightning.
forgot out there in Beauregard.
Presbyterian Church, maybe.
They
Well,
set it
no,
on fire.
Yeah, but they sold
talking about the land. Yeah,
the land got sold.
Oh, okay.
but they used to
What
have.
it's called? I don't know.
There used to be a place like out in Beauregard that would have a Papa Joe's night.
Really?
One night of the week, yeah, and they would sell.
Oh, is it that right at the split?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something else now.
Can't remember what it's
I remember when it was a barbecue place. I actually got barbecue from there one time.
Yeah.
And then
remember the name of it.
when I went out there recently to show, I have a house out there that I had to show, and it's Looks like some like boutique type thing or something. I don't know.
No, yeah, it's like 3 or 4 things right through there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So final skit brought back to me personally. I think it's one of the best bits of the show. When the whole cast comes on stage and they're talking about making porn sounds and the yes.
It's like season 1, what, episode 5 or 6.
You gotta put a little pepper on it.
Little pepper.
Aw,
Yes.
Aw, fuck.
Oh, see, it's not like asking a question.
Yes.
And this is the part where Mark Ford put his finger in Nathan Dale's
In his face.
Yeah, in his face.
who is it? Derry's face, and caused Derry to break. He started laughing, and Squirrely Dan was watching him shaking his head, and then he started laughing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think
That to me was the highlight of this whole thing.
I think the girl that plays Katie, she was looking at Derry, but I think she was like 1,000-yard stare, like staring through him, so she didn't
Trying
break.
not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole cast the whole cast starts getting out there doing the yes, and, going oh fuck. Lights cut out. The cast goes into a big huddle and hugs each other. Lights come back on. They do a curtain call, which is all the cast members say their names and they say what was a little thing they liked about Atlanta.
Yeah, a little thing they liked. Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of nice.
That was
again,
nice.
it kind of personalizes it, even if it. So that's okay.
Well, yeah, because that's not part
that's
of the
being
show.
thankful.
That's just being thankful for. Hey, we came here. We're just letting you know that we did take in some of your talent.
How is that any different?
Because it's not part of the show.
I mean that was
100% part
I
of
mean,
the show.
no,
It's
like,
the end of the show, but-
He's in like one of them like thanked him for cooking him breakfast. One's like thanks for doing my laundry. Like that.
Thanks
that
for
is-
the biscuit and gravy.
Yeah, like that is sincerely just being thankful to whatever business and giving him a shout out, like to help him out. That's not
Michelle
pandering.
Millette was talking about the hot chicken.
Yeah.
Just I want to ask. I'll have to go into the Produce and DM group and ask them if they even heard of hot chicken up there up in the north. Probably not.
Yeah, but they have poutine, so
That's fair. Poutine.
whatever. It's fucking awesome.
I know it is pretty good.
Fries and gravy and cheese curds.
So they do the curtain call. They
Something Trey would never eat.
exactly. Would you ever? You wouldn't eat. I guess the gravy kills you, doesn't it?
I mean, I wouldn't touch it.
It is literally water, fat, and flour.
Okay.
It's salt and pepper.
Congrats.
So that's pretty much he's made of.
Pepper gravy.
I'll allow it.
Trey's just walking gravy. I find it funny.
Yeah.
I guess.
Have
mine's
you ever
fun.
eaten soggy French fries?
No.
How do you like your fries cooked? Like, do you want them? No, but do you like crispy fries? Or you want like soggy fries?
Somewhere in between.
Are you okay with all fries or just certain styles of fries, like steak fries, curly
Checkers
fries?
fries.
I don't like
Checkers
steak.
fries are the
I don't
best.
like steak
Steak
fries.
fries.
You don't?
Do not.
I don't either.
This is not my go-to.
They're so meaty.
I like them. I guess because it reminds me of Papa Joe's,
Really?
the big thick fries.
See, I never got those.
I'm more of a fan of like the shoestring.
Yeah, McDonald's or
Or Curly.
Curly's great too.
Waffle. You can't ignore Chick-fil-A's waffles.
I'm
Their
kind of
their fries are good, but I don't go to Chick-fil-A for the fries. I go there for God's chicken.
fair. Checkers fries are like top tier.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Especially when they're hot.
Yeah, crispy on the outside, mushy on the inside.
in season.
Oh, yeah. They now
Or
have,
McDonald's fries.
They
That's the
now
thing.
have
If you get,
fry
like-
seasoned mozzarella sticks and fry seasoned chicken at Checkers.
Seen that? Yeah.
And I've had both of them.
See, I would think that like the Zaxby's, like with like that little Cajun,
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
So the crinkle
Like,
cut.
yeah, but give it like a little flavor. I can go
Yeah,
with that.
Zaxby's is good.
I'm not a big fan of them. I'm not a fan of crinkle cut. I'll eat them.
I tell you, you know who used to have really good fries? I haven't seen one of these forever because I don't think they're around anymore. But we used to have a place called Boardwalk Fries.
Yeah, that's where
We used to have one in the mall over there at the Galleria whenever you probably grew up. It was always in a mall or somewhere.
Yeah,
But they come out and it was like in a cup, big old cup.
Yeah,
and they were
I- yeah,
seasoned
yeah, yeah.
fries. And then you had all these other seasonings that you could put on it too.
I know what you're talking about. I
So
remember
good.
this. What was there was a boardwalk something on Opelika Road that's now the Indian restaurant.
I think that used to be a Dairy Queen many, many years ago.
No, the Dairy Queen is
What
where
went out
Byron's was.
India Road? The Indian store. No, that
Talking
used
about
to
the
be
Bombay Grill over
No,
there?
that,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. That used to be Breezeway.
Breezeway.
That used to
That's
be
what it
Breezeway?
was. Yeah, it used to be Breezeway in Auburn. Yeah.
Okay.
I never even ate there. What was it?
They got one
Chicken
downtown
fingers.
Opelika. Good.
Yeah. It's
Really?
Chicken. It's
Yeah.
chicken.
Oh, okay.
It's chicken. They got good hot wings. Or it
It's-
used to have good hot wings.
It's not as good as Guthrie's and definitely not as good as Tender Chick, but it's still
But
decent.
you can get chicken fingers and hot wings together combo, and it's pretty good.
All right. Okay, so Kyle takes a bow. They exit stage. Lights go up. Show's over, and we head home. through a thunderstorm.
Yeah, drive home was fun.
Okay, so we like the Fox Theater. We agree to that.
Yes.
Tucker almost shot a guy coming up begging for money.
I didn't almost shoot a guy.
You pulled a gun on him.
He didn't know that.
He unholstered his weapon.
He did.
In preparation, in case
He's like
shit
waving
went
them
down.
on.
No
like,
one's ever said that about Tucker.
Go get this.
Well, I don't know if you noticed this or not because I don't know if you could see where he was on that car in front of us when he started walking towards us.
Mm-hmm.
When he was talking to the car in front of us, I did see him reach. I don't know if he was like trying to open the door or what.
Oh,
but
I couldn't
he
see
did
that.
touch the doorknob, and I'm like, "Fuck this!"
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
All right, so
Fixing to pump 3 rounds through my door frame.
Chris,
Yeah.
ratings and review
Would've been
of
worth it.
Letterkenny Live.
Letterkenny Live. Okay.
The whole experience, not just the show. This includes the Fox Theater.
Yeah, sure,
Shit,
the whole thing.
man, that whole thing was a big rush fest.
It really was.
Like, I mean, it was literally like
Man, when
no
they opened
time
the
to think.
doors and they were just like, go, go, go. I'm like,
Yeah, go! Your seats.
My wife is hobbled. We have an hour before the show. Why are you
Don't
rushing
forget
me?
merchandise.
I kind of wish I'd have gotten a shirt, but I mean, $40 for a shirt I can get online for 30.
Yeah.
$80 for a sweatshirt.
Yeah,
Like because the one I would've got-
190 for the hockey jerseys.
That you can get online for $150.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I mean, no, it's fine, man. I mean, that whole experience was kind of like, yeah, rush, go, everybody, you know. So
Hurry up and win.
I didn't like
they
that
were trying
part,
they were
but-
trying to fill 4,500 seats.
Yeah, but then
But
after
with, like,
after they
3,200
rushed us,
people.
but after they rushed us to get to our seats and all, there was like a 20-30 minute window where it was like, shit, when's the show going to start? And then it started like 10 to 15 minutes late.
it was later than that.
That was kind of
It was later than that.
It was like you're just sitting there waiting. It's like, jeez.
Like they had a couple like false starts.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
A few false starts. You're right. So I mean, you know, it was fun to see that. It was fun to go to it. Yeah, I would definitely go back to another one. Maybe a little bit close. Maybe in Birmingham or something like that. you know?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
No,
Or maybe
but,
do like an overnight thing.
Yeah, that would
Make
be
it
fun.
make it a whole event.
Yeah, that would be fun.
How many beers?
I just don't know that you could do it again.
You know, I'm gonna give this a 1.5
Like on the same
beer.
tour. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they'll probably do another tour next year.
All right, 1.5 beers.
So I just did the math on this just real fast. Now this is if every seat just paid your general admission like that we paid $25, and they said it was a sold out show, $116,625 for.
Oh, there was some VIP stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like-
there was gold level and all
and
sorts of stuff.
platinum. Yeah, because like platinum will get you VIP. Status.
Yeah, I think those were like $90. I mean, I looked at those, but they were by the time we all settled on if we were going to go or not, they were all sold out. So we just got general admission. But
I'm sure with if you know pre-COVID, they probably did some backstage.
they
stuff
did a
and
meet
all
and
that.
greet. Yeah, if you got
so-
like it was gold or platinum level, you did a meet and greet. But they replaced that with signed copies or signed
Yeah.
scripts.
that's what I'm saying. So it's you could probably go on up there. It's
Actually,
probably
so the
200.
produce stand and the How Are You Now pod did a table read of the pilot episode just recently that they had somebody went and they did the gold level and got the signed script, so they copied it and sent it to everyone. They all took different parts and read the.
that would be fun.
I know I hadn't listened to it yet, but I do want to.
Yeah.
When it comes out, I'll let you know.
I would actually tune into that one.
I think they actually have I think they recorded it like on YouTube as well.
Yeah. Even if Al's on it, I'll watch.
All right, my
Okay.
turn. Man, yeah, this was a lot of fun. It was as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Even the 45-minute phone call on the way up, y'all giving me a whole bunch of shit in front of my coworker.
That was hilarious.
It
What
was
are you
fun.
talking about?
You know, I didn't even say anything in the back. I
Yeah,
was
you just
being
laughed.
quiet.
You just laughed.
I was just being quiet.
You
and saying anything right
encouraged.
there.
You said one or two things.
No, I was being pretty quiet back there.
He really was being quiet.
You mostly encouraged.
He mostly just laughed and encouraged.
You were egging it on.
I was
But even
laughing,
that, but it was funny. I mean, I get it. It was funny. We had a good time. She was laughing. I was laughing. My wife enjoyed it, and I was so nervous she was gonna be like, "This is stupid. I never want." But she had a great time. The Fox Theater is gorgeous. I mean, as a theater nerd, 100% will go back and see something there. My only complaint is, I mean, I've as many times as I've watched Letterkenny, seeing some of the same. I can't complain about seeing the same sketch because they hit the really high points.
But you also knew what you were signing up for. It's not like they're giving you new material.
Right, exactly. I mean, there was some new material. Like they did
Yeah, to a point.
a music video that we hadn't seen
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that was way off brand.
That was really good.
Really, really funny. But I also understand why they never released it. Also,
That needs to be on YouTube for the
It's
people
that thing
wanna
again
watch
where
it.
you got to keep your audience entertained.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
you
that's the
know,
whole thing about being off brand, though. You
well,
can't.
and the thing is this: I've read some reviews where people complained about Mark Ford and K. Trevor Wilson doing the stand up that they're filling time, which I kind of understand that, but hey, you've got two comedians. Why not let them do some of their stuff? Would I go see them?
Well, see, like here's
Yeah,
the
definitely
thing.
would.
You have two comedians who, by doing this tour, are missing out on doing shows and working on their craft that
That's
will
fair,
pay
too.
them outside of this show.
Yeah.
You
And
can't bitch about that. Like,
But it's also publicity for them. You know?
It's true. They're getting more famous because
So,
of
I mean,
Letterkenny.
anybody says that, shame on them for saying that, man. For real.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, these guys are, it's not only that, I mean, but it's at the same time, you're filling in a show.
Yeah.
So you need to have some variety there than them just sitting in their, their
In the chairs.
chairs. Yeah. and
Drinking
just-
poppers.
Right. You need something, to kind of break it up, the mundane.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, I'm just saying something I read. I don't
shame
say I
on those
agree with
people
it.
for saying that, man.
Fair enough, man. I like the strong convictions, Chris.
Yeah.
But I agree with Chris. I go 1.5 beers as well. Even though I truthfully, I probably would have had 2 beers during this whole thing. But as far as our rating
It's too
system
expensive.
goes, they were expensive, and I had to drive. So,
Fuck yeah, they were. 20-ounce Cokes were $5.
oh my god,
You didn't see, like, you add a shot to your, you could add a shot to your Coke, and I think it was something ridiculous. It was like $12
oh my
for a shot.
god, yeah, that's
Yeah, it was
ridiculous.
like $12 for a shot, $20 for a double. I was like, whoo.
Nope. But yeah,
I'm good.
1.5 beers.
That better
man.
be a
It was
heavy
a lot
pour.
of fun. Trey.
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Great show. Like, 0 beer show. Like, it's as great as they can do. Like, and you know what you're getting. Fucking 4 beer theater. So I'll give it a 1 beer. Like, I'd rather watch them somewhere else besides the Fox.
You rather watch this
Really?
show.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm kind of with them. I think you talked about this before. We kind of talked about this.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it up. Like, you'd almost kind of rather just watch the show and then watch the stand-up act.
That's fair.
It's 2 separate things. Yeah.
Two separate things.
Yeah.
Like, I would go see the stand-up act out of those guys. Maybe not necessarily the show so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's my thing. I love the show. I love the theater. I don't have any complaints about that. What I am going to complain about,
Your tiny penis.
no,
Okay.
is
Your lack of follicles.
the fact that it
He's
was
gonna cope with that.
The fact that it was on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
If this show, this would be.
Between that and
I would
micro
give this-
wrestling this week.
I would give this whole thing like a half a beer if it weren't for the fact that by the time I got in bed Thursday morning, I got like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I feel
So
that.
I drug ass the rest of the week.
Dude, I couldn't get to sleep till like 2:00.
I went
Yeah.
to bed at 1.
So, man, I love the show. The theater, like you said, was gorgeous. You could tell it was old just because of the seats and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, man, they've done a good job of keeping it up and I guess modernizing it to the extent that they can with it being a historic landmark. Show is hilarious. I mean, it was like watching Letterkenny but on a stage. And it is impressive seeing them memorize that much stuff and not fuck up as little as they did.
Yeah.
Just the Wednesday night thing, man, it killed it for me.
fair.
I was fucking exhausted.
It's fair.
But yeah, I think I'm with Trey. I think this whole thing is a 1 beer experience for me.
2.5.
2.5.
No,
No.
1.25.
Yeah. Okay.
After
1.25.
that, yeah, whatever.
It's gonna be one of the highest rated things.
Well, I mean, I think it's something like we all sort of enjoy anyways.
It's a
like,
good experience.
Yeah.
It really was. Overall, is a great experience. Can we do a triple Lindy on this?
I don't feel like it. I don't think so.
I mean, is there anything that
It's unrealistic about it. There's tons of things that's unrealistic about it. I mean, like,
kind of pulled you? I guess basically, like what I'm getting at is like maybe that when Derry breaks at the end.
no, I love that part.
I do. I love
That
it,
makes
but it
it
also
more realistic.
yeah. I guess that's fair.
like I was listening to somebody talk the other day about something, and it's like when you watch shows, it's unrealistic because like nobody ever stammers over their words. Nobody ever like
Yeah.
misspeaks or anything.
yeah, it's all perfect.
yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I think I
So
told
that-
you this
that humanizes it. for
when
me.
I
I would say when
first
Coach was pissing, that was unrealistic.
Yeah, like the 2-minute piss.
Small
or whatever.
urethra.
That was
Forgot about that.
hilarious. I did.
I forgot about that till just now too.
He's Italian.
He's Italian. I think I said this to you though. Like it's when you watch the show and they go so fast and it's so perfect and it's just like you almost get jealous. Like, oh man, I wish I could speak. And then you go, but it's not real.
Yeah.
It's just no one speaks like that.
There are some people in this world that are just very quick witted and, like, and just fucking let it fly. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I would compare Letterkenny in a lot of ways to a lot of Kevin Smith movies, in that it's very dialogue intensive and super snappy, super quick witted.
But nothing happens.
But real people don't talk like that.
No, that's fair. Yeah. All right. Well, then we'll skip the Triple Indy this week. I mean, it was a great experience, obviously. So, top 5. I'm not gonna lie. This actually, I'm gonna put this. Looking at everything else, this is the most enjoyable experience I've had, truthfully. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna actually put this at number 1 and knock everything down. So right now, I've got Breakfast Club, T2, Sandlot, Back to the Future, Mail Order Brides. I'm gonna knock everything down and put this at number 1.
Okay,
that's fair. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great fucking show. It was a great experience.
I don't like crowds of people. And yeah, like when we first got there, like I was sitting in between like Heather and Chris. I'm pretty sure Chris touched my dick. So
not me.
Yeah,
the other
Chris.
Oh, no, that's actually very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
He's actually not gay.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
He's metrosexual.
He's got 2 kids.
I don't care. Either way, I got a handy over the pants. So
is an informal handy.
Yeah. It's like a handshake.
Did I have this discussion with you or someone else?
It was not me, sir.
That's weird, man, because literally I had this discussion with someone recently about like an over-the-pants handy being an informal handshake.
I'll allow it.
All right. Will it touch your top 5?
No, I hate crowds of people.
That's
and
fair.
And like the whole second half of that show was ruined by that kid behind me.
Okay,
But, like,
I get it.
It's not them, so I don't want to punish it in the ratings. But
I got you. I get you.
now, if they gave everyone in the crowd like a stun gun, where you like hit somebody that was, because at the beginning like, there was that girl in front of us that yelled, who kept yelling, front and to the left. You remember this, Tucker?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then like the kid behind me. So
I got you. So the experience was okay, but the crowd sucked.
yeah, I mean, just like anytime you're with a crowd of people, like there's always like 3 idiots that think that like they need to be heard.
Like the idiot that jumped into the ring last night at the midget wrestling.
Exactly. Chris, does this touch your top 5?
I based mine a little bit different. Remember, I based mine upon this episode,
It's fair.
not the actual.
What do you think this episode will rank in your top 5 or
No,
not?
this episode does rank in my top 5. It's a good episode. Don't get me wrong.
No, you're fine.
It just doesn't rank in my top
It's
5.
fair.
No, and this is not one of my favorite episodes either. Like of stuff we've done.
I loved the experience.
Damn, good thing we saved this for last.
I know, right?
And I think this is a good episode, but it's not going to make my top 5.
No, this is a good episode, but it's
We're
not
at an hour and
a great
22
episode.
minutes, by the way. Also.
It's not going to
Alright,
make my
let's
top
wrap
5.
All right. Next week.
Hey, you know what'd make it better? Is if Al wasn't listening. Fuck
Hey,
you, Al.
let's hold off on talking about what we're going to do next week because I got to figure out Courtney's schedule as far as everything else. So,
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Before we get there, then, okay. You can check us on the web at theguysreview.simplecast.com. Email us anything, and I will read it poorly, at theguysreviewpod@gmail.com. Instagram at theguysreviewpod. Twitter at @the_guysreview. And remember to like the tweet at the top of the page. Throw you in the DM group. Facebook.com/theguysreviewpod. Please subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcast from. How's the Masters going over there, fellas?
No, Masters are over. We're watching the fights.
Oh, okay, whatever. All right. Anybody else
Exactly.
got anything to add before we get out of here?
No.
On behalf of Chris, Trey, and Tucker, I'm Steven. This was another episode of The Guys
I just made 3 people look at me, but
Thanks so much.
stand up next to
Because
the
you
mic.
sit up to the mic.
I do.
See you next week.
No, because I was waiting for his line.
Yeah.